Hello and welcome to Your Morning Meds. My name is Melissa Romero, and for today's Morning Meds, I wanted to talk to you guys about two things: options and choice. Again, options and choice, they're not the same thing. And the thing is that a lot of us believe, and I was guilty for that options and choice were synonymous with each other. So let me talk to you about the difference. So while options are fixed, are things that we may not be able to control, our choice is always up to us. We have this beautiful freedom to constantly and to always choose which option we take. Now, although the options might not be what we choose, they are always there, but we ultimately have the freedom to actually select amongst the options that are presented to us. Now let me explain to you, let me give you an example, for instance, so to make this a little clearer for you. So let's say, for example, someone comes up to you and they're just a dick to you. Like they just do some rude shit to you, right? You have the option to, one, be a dick back, and be rude and be defensive and come from fear, hate, anger, whatever it is. Or you have option two. You can come from love. You can be an inspiration. You can be kind instead. You can decide to not let someone's issue or someone's life or whatever is going on in them affect you in any way. These are your two options. Right? So you can choose. You always have the freedom to choose. And this is what today's Morning Meds is about. It's about the fact that we always have that freedom to choose, but sometimes we forget. Sometimes we forget that that's an option for us, right? That we always have options. We always can choose. I know that way back in the day, I would always just go with the flow. Whatever was right? Whatever was the right thing to do, according to society, according to my family, according to beliefs, according to my own beliefs, what was the right thing to do. And my beliefs were so based on societal beliefs. They were so based on, what was the correct things to do? What would people think if I chose this, if I chose that? So I kind of just went with the flow and I did whatever was the quote unquote right thing to do. And I would forget that I always had a choice. So my reminder for you today is to remember that at every moment in your life, you are presented with options. It's never, there's only one way to do things. You're always presented with options. Now, the options might be beyond your control. The options might be something that you can't control, but your choice, the freedom to choose, is always yours. The freedom to make that decision is always up to you. Now, if you choose the decision that works against you, understand that you've always made that decision on yourself. You always chose that. So this is what my challenge for you today is, don't forget that you always have an ability to choose. Look at your options. Always be aware of your options. And this is so important because we forget and we just go with the flow and we just do things. And I've done it. I've done it in my life, and I've found and I've realized that, this is something that I need to be more aware of. And so being aware of your options and making sure that the choice that you make is beneficial to you and all those who you love, and the number one person that you need to benefit. Because of course, if you're not choosing things that fill your cup, if you're not choosing things that make you a better person, there's no possible way that you can go out and spread that into the world. There's no possible way that you can love and fill your family's cup if your cup isn't filled. So it's so important that we understand that there's always options and our freedom, and it's a birthright. This freedom is a birthright. Our freedom is our ability to choose amongst those options that we have. So that's my message for you today. Look at everything that you have to do, all these decisions that you have to make, and understand that there are options there. There are several options that are always laid out in front of us, but you have the freedom to make a choice. And isn't that powerful to have that freedom to choose? And you know what? Sometimes you're not going to make the best choice, and that's okay. But the options continue to present themselves and the choices continue to come. Always have that opportunity to apologize, to forgive other people, and also to forgive yourself for whatever it is that you do. So that's my challenge for you today, is look at your life, look at the decisions you have to make today, and understand that while your options may be fixed, the choice is always yours. I love to love you. Peace. If you like what you see and want to see more, don't forget to click on the subscribe button and also give it a like.